In this video, we're going to be talking about how to prep your space to do your readings. So whether it's your first time or fifth time, this is for beginners, but it's how to prep your space. Like make sure your space is perfect for you to start a reading. So why is this important? So you've got your deck in your hands, you want to do a reading, but it's important not to just dive straight into it. You need to cleanse your space, as in you've maybe cleansed your deck, but cleanse your space and get yourself prepared to do the reading, to receive the insights and the intuitive guidance that comes through the cards. So how to do that is very simple. I'm all about simplicity here, right? Keep things simple, simple, simple so you can actually do it. So first is to find a quiet space. So the space that you're in is really important because you don't want to be hearing any noise from externally, because it can because everything's energy. If you hear me talking in the videos, like everything's energy. So it will kind of like distort. It's like tapping into like a radio frequency. You want a clear signal, right? To one radio station. You don't want a static noise coming from other places because you're not going to hear the messages coming through properly, right? So this is exactly the same. You want a clear channel. You want a clear intuitive channel to hear the guidance, to hear the messages that come from the cards that you have. So what I would say is make sure you're in a quiet space, wherever that is in your home. If you can find somewhere quiet, close everything around you, like the doors, windows, whatever, so you don't hear any external noise, any distractions, any static energy, right? And just know that you're in that space. And next is to minimize distractions. So if you've got your phone, put it on like do not disturb mode, like, or switch it off, right? Or put it out of reach, and make sure that nothing is going to distract you when you're in that space, because you're creating almost like a sacred space for you to tune into the cards and listen to the messages that come through. So yeah, clear any clutter around and just get ready for it. Yeah, get ready to get some guidance. And the next thing is to meditate for a few minutes. Doesn't need to be long, just to get yourself, your body, your physical body and mind in a calm state. So if you're new to meditation, you haven't really done it, doesn't need to be something so massive, right? Even if you just concentrate on your breath. So if you sit there, and you can even put your hand on your heart so you're conscious of your heartbeat if you want. It's about being present and grounded in the moment. So you just take a few deep breaths. You know, you could do the box breathing method. So it's like in for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, out for a count of 4, hold for a count of 4, in through a count of 4. So like that. So just 4, 4, 4. You just easily remember 4, just for you to easily remember. So you can do like, you know, in for 4, hold for 4, out for 4. And just concentrate on that. And if you want to just breathe through your nose and not mouth, you could concentrate on this area above your lip, because it keeps you in the present moment. So you're not distracted by thoughts that are coming in, right? That's a bit of a meditation tip here. But anyway, so it's just to get you grounded in the moment and centered and still, because you're trying to clear. I'm not saying clear your mind fully, you're always going to have thoughts, but at least if you're in the present moment, you're ready for any messages that are going to come through the cards, right? And also is like, because you're sitting in that moment, be grounded and present. So being present is being grounded. So imagine yourself ground into the earth, but also because you're connecting to spirit, right? So you're like creating this clear channel. You don't need to think so much about this. Just do the box breathing and be in the present moment. That's all you need to think about right now, right? Just to keep it simple. And trust what feels right for you, because whatever you do, it's it's a personal journey, right? So whatever feels right for you, do that. But the main thing is just to be in a quiet, still space, ready to receive any insights that come through the cards. Okay. And the next is to set an intention. So before, say, you're ready to start, getting into the cards, just set an intention. It could be as simple as, I'm ready to receive guidance from the cards, or whatever you want to say, right? Or your question, or whatever it is. But what I do is, which you can also play around with and see how it feels for you. But I have this saying that I say, which is, angels, guides, archangels, divine source, light energy, please protect me in a bubble of light, and may the messages that come through be for the highest good of all who come across this reading. Or if I'm doing it for somebody, for them, or for me, right? So it's very simple to say, and you can practice saying that if it feels good for you, or you can adapt it to how you want, right? So it's just connecting and grounding yourself, being in a quiet space, setting the intention, and putting yourself in like a protected bubble of light. Hence why I do that. I'm not saying incantation, but that saying, so that I'm protected, from, I want the good light to come through, And if you want, you can even hold a crystal while you're doing it, because that also, you can imagine the crystal putting you in this bubble of light, like it's all about intention, because whatever you believe and intend is reality for you, right? And that's why I say, do what feels good for you, and to put yourself in that state. And then you'll be ready for the next step, which is how to shuffle the deck. I'm not going into it now, but in the next video, which you can check out here, we'll be going into how to shuffle the cards, especially if you have small hands like me, because see this deck? It's quite big. So how to shuffle the cards with small hands, and I will share that in the next video. So you can click here and check it out. And if you are new to reading cards and you've just got your first deck, I've got the playlist below in the description. So check that out, because I've got all these videos step by step that you could go through, from picking your first deck to actually fully intuitively reading them for yourself, or for others if you want down the line. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know in the comments which one you're going to give a go, and how meditation feels for you, and what you're going to do to prep your space for the reading. So see you in the next video. Have a great day. Bye.